Okay, so I thought I would, while I'm getting ready for work, hop on and kind of demo some of the new stuff. I did a full, like, kind of show and tell of all the new things that I got and put stuff on and all that jazz last night over on the Facebook page. So if you're not already a member over on the Facebook page, you can find me at Savvy Girls Guide on Facebook, and check that video out there. I may try to download it and post it on the YouTube channel just for chuckles, but not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that or not. So we'll see. But you can definitely find it on the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and deal with this. I'm having a rosacea flare up. My allergies are going kind of crazy right now, and I had chocolate this week. so um, so I'm pretty red. But one amazing thing since I've started using Savvy Minerals is even when I do have a rosacea flare up, I don't get the red bumps on my face. And sometimes I would have like massive red bumps and they hurt and made my face feel really swollen and hot. And I haven't had any of those since I started using Savvy. So this for a flare up is not bad at all. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I got the Mattifying Primer, and we're going to see how well this does in place of what I have been using as a primer. The main purpose for me for the priming step is to build coverage. So it feels pretty emollient. It doesn't feel like it's drying down super fast. So that's good. Hopefully it'll maintain the hydrating layer on the skin so that I can build the coverage that I need, especially today. All right. So that's the primer on. Now let's go in with my brush and the misting spray. If I can find my brush. Where are you, brush? All right, so I'm gonna do my normal spritz, spritz, swirl. And I'm gonna start with my warm 2 and go over the areas that I need the most coverage. All right. So far, so good. Spritz again. And you'll get to see how quickly this builds coverage, or not, hopefully, how quickly it builds coverage, ideally. All right. I got some questions about the Kabuki brush. It's kind of being touted as a foundation brush, but honestly, the shape of it and the size, as far as I can tell, because I don't actually have one, is more conducive to, I mean, you could use it for foundation, but you're going to get light to maybe medium coverage if you do a couple layers. So it's going to be less coverage than this brush would be, because it's a bigger brush and the bristles aren't packed as densely. So you're going to get a more sheer, not sheer coverage, but less full coverage than this would give you. Okay, so far that's not too bad. I feel like I am having to go over places a bit more, but then again, when I would do my priming step, I would incorporate a little bit of foundation in to the Art Light moisturizer, so that could be why I'm having to go over more. But I still need a little bit more help. So here we go. So we'll see. As far as mattifying goes, I mean, I don't really have an issue with oily breakthrough with this makeup, which is amazing for me because most foundations I do have that issue. I'm a disco ball by like noon, 3 o'clock with most other foundations. So okay, so if I had to do this again, I would probably, I don't know what I would do different, but like I'm still very red right here. And it's such, like, the size of it and the consistency of it is that I wouldn't want to use a whole lot more than what I used, um, so that I could add foundation to it. But I might try adding a little bit of foundation to it and seeing how that goes. And I'll have to let you guys know if I notice if I have any oil issues or improvement or whatever. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get, guys. I'm not achieving as full coverage as I do with my other priming method. But this is just my first run through. And I wanted to do this live so you could see, like, I'm not just being persnickety. Like, there's still redness that's showing through, and that's not normally the case for me. So I'm going to do another layer. I might have to bake to use this primer. I was really excited about the primer because, you know, my current priming method is kind of expensive. You know, and the Artlight moisturizer and the serum together, well, the serum, then the Artlight moisturizer, and incorporating foundation into the Artlight moisturizer. So I, you know, wind up using a bit extra. I think that's as good as it's going to get, y'all. Yeah, so I wonder if the hydrating primer would be better. I may try that and see, because it says it's for all skin types. And since I don't really have an issue with oily breakthrough, it might work better for me since I need full coverage. So I'll get that one and test it out and do like kind of a comparison. But for right now, this is as good as my skin is going to get, and I'm not 100% happy with it. I'm still seeing redness peeking through, and I don't normally. So I'm just going to finish off with a spritz there to make myself feel better. And let's see. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer to hopefully just bring a little bit more life and color to my face. Okay, so that's bronzer on, and we'll do a little bit. Do I need blush? Because I'm pretty red to begin with. So I think I'm gonna just move on. I'll do the blush later. I'm just gonna move on to the mascara now. So I did my eyes using, whoa, what is this? Hang on. I did my eyes using the multitaskers, actually. I'm super excited about the multitaskers. I wish they would have released those sooner. We definitely are in desperate need of matte neutral eyeshadows in this collection. And so far, so good with these matte multitaskers, because they make amazing eyeshadows. And you definitely don't have to go as like bold as I have here. But you know how I roll. Y'all know. All right, so we're dipping into the mascara, and we're gonna see how this goes. I just went ahead and curled my lashes, and we're gonna apply. The brush is smaller than I was expecting. Ooh, I got some on my lid. It's supposed to be volumizing and non-clumping, and it's supposed to last really, really well. And it has, I don't smell the lavender, but it's supposed to have lavender in it, which will help which is great for lash health and promoting healthy lash growth. So for one coat there on the top, not too bad. But we're gonna do my normal lash trick here. And I'm gonna take a little bit of diamond dust and tap that over. Last night I applied it in the video that I did on the Facebook page. I applied it over the mascara that I'd had on all day. And even doing that, it didn't get clumpy and gross looking. So that was encouraging. Okay, so that's top lashes on one side. Let me just go ahead and do the other. The brush is kind of like swirly. I don't know. I've never really seen a brush look like that before. But I think the previous, goodness, I'm getting it on my lids. Um, it's really it's new, so it's kind of wet. So you're gonna want to be careful. And I have something in my eye. Um, with all new mascaras, you know, they're really wet at the start, and then they dry up a little bit, and you tend to get a little bit of a better result. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do Lash Trick again. Oh, but what I was saying was the previous version of the mascara, I think, was flaking off. Um, and so they're supposed to have resolved that issue. I don't know if I just didn't curl these lashes well enough or what, but I'm not really getting the same volume on this side. It's probably just I didn't curl them well enough. I'm going to do a third coat over here because I feel like I need it. It is a, I would say, it's a more, and I am getting a little bit of drop down here from the mascara on my face. It is a more natural looking mascara. Because as you can, if you can see that, like I don't know what's going on with the side, but even over here, it's not, it's not really blowing my skirt up. I hate to be so poo-pooey, but I mean, I guess for a natural mascara, and I mean, I don't have amazing lashes to begin with, so the person, I saw some pictures, and that person had amazing lashes. But maybe after using this for a while, I will have amazing lashes. I'm going to try to curl this side one more time and hope I don't make a huge mess. Probably will, and I'm going to regret it, but I don't normally curl my lashes when I already have mascara on, but like nothing is, it doesn't look like I have any lashes on this side. I'm going to put a little bit of diamond dust and put some more. Yep, it's not really helping. It's not clumping though, so that's good. But it looks like I have no lashes over here. And that's not normally the case for me, so I'm going to deal with that later. So that's my first blush of the mascara, and it has fallen down, right there. So I'm going to have to fix my face. I don't believe it's waterproof, so if you tend to have super watery eyes and you try the mascara, let us know. So that's the mascara. I also wanted to talk about another thing that's a little bit disappointing to me, and that is this pressed palette. Now, the colors are beautiful. but they're also very similar to stuff that we already have. This is very similar to Residual and Wanderlust. This is very similar to Crushing. This is just a lighter version of Determined. This is a frosty version of Unscripted. And then this is very similar to the Midnight Shade in the holiday collection. I did want to point out this one middle color right here. It's very, very similar to, sorry, didn't mean to blind you there. Very, very similar to a MAC shade that's super popular, and it's a little bit more brown, but I just did my finger twice and did a swipe there, okay? Just to show you by comparison. This is the MAC shade that it's similar to. This one is a little more purpley. It's MAC Satin Taupe. It is, I just did 2 swirls just to show you. It's a little more brown, but it's very similar in color and consistency. The swipe is very consistent to the MAC eyeshadow, so that's really good. The texture of these is really nice. I just don't think that we needed more frosty in these shades. I think we needed a matte neutral palette. That would have been a better choice for a first release, but nobody asked me. So I've got a little bit of this lightest shade right here on my lid. It's very pretty. The rest is the Multitaskers. If you've got about $50-$60 to spend, like that's your budget for new product, I would really just say go for the Multitaskers over the palette, because they've already got most of this in the existing collection. So and they're all shimmery, all of them. So, but I was really excited to see that shade, so similar to MAC Satin Taupe. I think it would make a really pretty one shadow look, and also to see that the swatches are consistent and comparable to the MAC eyeshadows. They did a really good job as far as the pressed formula goes. So not crazy about the color selection, but the quality of the shadows are really, really nice. And then I'm just going to put on my lip while I chat with you. I think I'm going to wear Muse today. I'm going to try to apply it lightly. Mine came kind of funcatated on one corner. So anyway, I just dab it on and apply it with my finger, because it is very, very dark. The darker 3 of the new lipsticks are super pigmented. They're all pigmented, really pigmented. But these darker shades, oh my gosh, and they're so creamy. All right. So anyway, them's my thoughts on some of the new stuff. Sorry, y'all. I can't talk and line my lips at the same time. That's a hot mess. I was going for kind of a soft look. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Sorry to be kind of poo-pooey, I would say. Look, I'm getting more down here. I'm going to have to fix that before I leave for work. Yeah, so not super excited about the mascara. That's a bummer. Had a hard time achieving full coverage with the primer, so I'm going to have to play with that a little bit more. The eyeshadow palettes, the quality is amazing. The colors are beautiful. I just feel like that we would have been better served with something a little more different from what we already have. Love the Multitaskers, especially for eyeshadow. The lipsticks are amazing. These new ones, the formula is better. They're way more pigmented. I did some swatches on my arm last night to take pictures. They're over on the Facebook page, and I had to use soap and water to get the swatches off. So I think these are going to be really long lasting throughout the day, which is really, really nice. And yeah, I'm just going to keep playing and testing and trialing out all the new stuff and will give you obviously my unadulterated opinion about them all the time. I keep it 100, as the kids say. I'm also going to just take a little bit of the light multitasker, which is this color, and I want to just play with it a little bit as contour, because yeah, that's a really nice contour. If you are fair to light skin tone, this is going to be a really great contour shade for you. I really like that a lot. That's really pretty. Very, very, very blendable. I like that. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have. If y'all have any questions about anything that I shared, you can pop those down in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.